Good morning and welcome back to Little Norton. My name, as ever, is John Greenway, and today we're putting some fertilizer on the field before we start the drilling. We've got the drill on the new Massey Ferguson. The tractor keeps trying to nudge backwards. That will do it. We shall leave that there and pop aboard the 5150. We shall get into here and start the fertilising of the field. Go around the outside first. Hopefully by the time you join us next time we should be getting some crops in the ground. A little bit basic in here after the case we was used to over at Greenwich Valley before me and my brother decided to go our own separate ways. It's done a good few hours, but it's still a good enough tractor for us to get started on our new venture with. For the first time on one of our farms we've got a JCB fast track, although one of the original fast tracks. Get ourselves around back to where we started. A little bit of a rough ride being on the ploughed land, but everything going pretty well. Got all our crops to get in. Top end of the field, and then we shall have to run straight up and get ourselves started. We'll put the drone up. It is a little bit dull today, very cloudy day. All the fields will be fertilised before we start putting any crops in. Now we shall spin ourselves around in here. As we're having the drawing rows here, we've got to shuffle ourselves about a little. It shouldn't be too long getting this field done. It's not too big a field, although it is one of our bigger fields that we own. In fact, one of the biggest fields we own. This one and the one next to us to the right there as we turn back in. Are the two biggest fields we own. We do plan on expanding the farm as much as we can to work with one person, but we'll see as we go forward how much we can afford to expand, how much we can manage if we do expand. That should do us nicely. As I said before, it is a little bit of a bouncy ride. Excuse me. Got a bit of fertilizer up my nose. Everything working to plan so far. Should be able to pop into the field next door as well before we move our trailer with our fertilizer on. In fact, we may leave it there until we come back to drill. Not using too much fertilizer at the minute. Almost to the end of this first field now, and we've still got 57% of our fertilizer left. We will finish that bag off before we move over to the next field. Time we get back to the top again, we'll all be finished in here. Done. There's a little piece at this end, just needs trimming off first. Let's just reverse ourselves up. And finish our last breed off in here. almost done with field 1 to, well, not field 1, it's field 27, but field 1 to down and done. A little bit bouncy as we head to the gate. Had a lot of up and down work on foot getting this done, but cover up, use this last of this bag. There's arguments galore on who would keep this international, with it being the last tractor that our father bought. Saying Pete could keep his beloved John Deere, and the JCB Loadall did the trick. On control bug tyres, did a nice, been a nice old tractor that. It's had a respray when we moved over here, so now we should pop into the field next door. Two fields down. We've got one just across the road, which used to be a grass field, but we ploughed it up. It came with the farm. The chap who run the farm before us had some cows on here. Whether we will ever get any cows back again, not too sure. Our neighbouring farmer there got one or two smaller fields in the area, and it's a possibility that we could be working the deal out to get two of the bigger fields off him for our two smaller fields. Because he's only got small equipment. In here, go around the outside once more. Every bit as big as the previous field, so these two most probably going to be wheat and barley. Not keen on spring wheat, but with us leaving Greenwich Valley and moving over here, all the paperwork getting signed and everything, we lost all the winter for putting crops in. There'll be no oilseed rape grown this year by us. If ever, we shall get some wheat, some barley and some oats drilled. If we come to a deal with our neighbour over there who's and we shall have a couple more bigger fields instead of that small ones. May well be that we sell 3 fields to him and buy 2 in exchange for them. Not seen any equipment over there for a while, so whether he's actually out working, I don't know. Different position. Too long a rows here what we're doing at the moment. This field done, and it's the biggest part of our fertilising done pre-drilling. We have got three small fields that we don't know whether we're keeping, so we will see. We'll have a word with him later. He did say he was going to set the wheels in motion to sorting things out. Could well be the fields that we sell we may get back in a few years, because old boy's getting on in years a little. Whether he's got any family to leave it to or what, I don't know. Whether his family would be interested in running a small farm, I don't know. We shall see after we finish work today. We'll go down the pub and have a pint with him and see what kind of deal he's offering. Main mean is, of course, taking out a bit of a mortgage on the farm. Which would normally be a problem when you've only just took a farm on, but the fact that we've been, not only myself and my brother, but my father before us, have been running the farm on Greenwich Valley, plus my grandfather as well, should stand us in good stead for being able to get a mortgage on the farm. It is nice to have a brand new tractor, although the New Holland was only a couple of years old, but with the T7 Blue Power getting stolen, it's enabled us to get our brand new Massey Ferguson. We've got a good bit of fertilizer left. Got those 2 fields done, so we will see what we can sort out with our neighbour. We'll take this over to the yard for now. But we hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. We'll leave you there and sort out what's happening with our neighbour. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see more of the work we do here. Please subscribe to the channel, give that bell a ring. It will tell you when we do our farming, when we do our racing. Until you join us next time, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye for now.